Most people grow up believing that birthdays are supposed to be special. From childhood, we are taught that this one day carries extra meaning, a reason to celebrate, to gather, to be appreciated, and to feel important. It is the one day when attention is not only expected but socially encouraged. People bring gifts, messages, cakes, and warm wishes. Families plan gatherings. Friends anticipate events. Social media fills with reminders that you exist and matter. For many, this ritual feels natural and uplifting. But then there are people who experience the day completely differently. Instead of excitement, they feel nothing unusual. Instead of wanting celebration, they prefer stillness. Instead of announcing their birthday, they hide it. And instead of craving attention, they quietly move through the day as if it carries no more weight than any random Tuesday. Their behavior is not driven by negativity. It is not bitterness or sadness. It is simply a different psychological experience of meaning and value. These people treat their birthday like a normal day, and while their behavior may appear simple, the reasons behind it are often deep and complex. Their perspective challenges the common idea that celebration is necessary for happiness. For them, joy does not depend on rituals. Appreciation does not require a specific date. And identity is not measured by how many people remember their birthday. Their inner world operates on a quieter, more self-contained frequency. To others, this can seem confusing. Family members may worry, friends may feel rejected, and society may judge it as emotional coldness. But the truth is rarely so superficial. People who treat birthdays like ordinary days often possess a very specific psychological makeup. They might be introspective, emotionally self-sufficient, or deeply private. They might be shaped by past experiences that taught them not to expect anything from special occasions. They might simply value stability over emotional highs and lows. Or they might have reached a stage in life where external validation no longer holds meaning. What makes this behavior particularly interesting is that it reveals something important about how these individuals view themselves and their place in the world. They are not guided by external expectations. They do not measure their happiness through comparison or cultural norms. They do not feel the need to perform being special. Instead, they approach life with a quiet neutrality, seeing each day as part of a continuous flow. To them, every sunrise is equal. Every moment is an opportunity. And joy, when it appears, does not need to be scheduled. Their relationship with their birthday becomes a reflection of their relationship with life. They embrace simplicity. They live without demanding attention. They find comfort in consistency. And they carry within themselves a sense of worth that does not need a calendar to be activated. Understanding this mindset opens the door to a deeper appreciation of their psychology. It reveals a unique kind of inner strength and maturity that many never notice. People who treat their birthday like a normal day are often misunderstood because others assume they are avoiding celebration out of sadness, loneliness, or bitterness. But one of the strongest psychological reasons is simply that they do not enjoy being the center of attention. For them, attention feels heavy, uncomfortable, and sometimes even draining. While many people seek the spotlight as a form of affirmation, these individuals experience it as emotional pressure. On birthdays, the spotlight becomes unavoidable. The calls, the messages, the expectations of excitement, the anticipation of reactions, everything demands emotional energy. The person is expected to smile, respond enthusiastically, act grateful, entertain guests, and show a certain level of happiness even if they are not feeling it. For someone who dislikes attention, this feels unnatural. They are not rejecting people. They are rejecting the stress that comes with being watched, evaluated, or expected to perform. These individuals often have introverted tendencies. They draw energy from solitude, from inner peace, from quiet environments where they can simply exist without being seen or judged. Being celebrated puts them in the spotlight in a way that contradicts their personality. Even well-meaning actions like surprise parties, loud gatherings, or social media posts, can feel overwhelming. They may appreciate the sentiment, but the experience itself exhausts them. There's also a psychological depth to their discomfort. Many of these people tend to be reflective and observant. They think deeply, feel deeply, and notice things others overlook. Because of this, attention becomes emotionally overstimulating. They do not want to disappoint anyone, yet they also do not want to pretend for the sake of social expectations. A birthday celebration forces them into a space where authenticity feels difficult. They must either mask their true emotional state or risk seeming ungrateful. To avoid this inner conflict, they choose simplicity, treating the day like any other day. Another layer is the fear of social performance. Birthdays often come with questions like, "How do you feel today?" Or "What are your plans?" Or "Are you excited?" These questions might be harmless, but to someone who dislikes emotional performance, they feel intrusive. They do not want to justify their feelings. They do not want to explain their choices. They do not want to manage the reactions of others. To them, quietness is easier than explanation. Additionally, some people dislike receiving attention because they are extremely private. They keep their emotions inward and prefer to share personal details only with a select few. Birthdays, however, turn their life into a public event. Even for one day, even for good intentions, they feel exposed. Their privacy is interrupted by the world's expectations. In the end, these individuals are not cold or distant. They simply experience emotional comfort differently. Where others thrive on attention, they thrive on peace. Where others seek applause, they seek silence. Treating their birthday like a normal day is not a sign of indifference. It is an act of self-preservation, a way of honoring their own emotional boundaries, and a quiet expression of who they truly are. For many people, a birthday is a day of excitement, celebration, gifts, and social gatherings. But for those who treat their birthday like a normal day, the meaning of the day becomes something entirely different. Instead of celebrating, they find themselves reflecting, deeply, quietly, and often privately. To them, a birthday is not about age, attention, or festivity. It is a moment of inner evaluation. It is a personal checkpoint rather than a public event. Psychologically, reflective individuals tend to process life internally. They don't need external validation to feel significant. They don't require a party to acknowledge growth. Instead, they observe themselves from within. A birthday becomes a mirror, revealing how they have changed, what they have healed, what they still struggle with, and what direction they want their life to move in. This introspection can be emotional and sometimes intense, which makes celebration feel out of place. When others expect excitement, they feel an internal pause. They begin to question, what did I do this year that truly mattered? What habits should I leave behind? What relationships drained me or helped me grow? What silent battles did I fight? What version of myself do I want to become next? These thoughts don't pair very well with balloons, loud gatherings, or forced smiles. Reflection requires peace, stillness, and emotional space, none of which are found in typical birthday celebrations. Another reason they choose reflection over celebration is that they understand the deeper value of time. Instead of focusing on the number of years they've lived, they ask how they've lived them. To many reflective people, celebrating another year older feels empty unless that year had meaning. They are not pessimistic, they are honest with themselves. If the year was emotionally heavy or filled with struggle, they do not feel like celebrating something, they simply survive. They prefer to acknowledge the truth of their experience quietly. Some also feel gratitude more than excitement. Gratitude is subtle, calm, and inward. They are thankful for life, for protection, for lessons, for growth, but they express that gratitude privately, not publicly. While others celebrate with noise, they celebrate with silence. While others want company, they want clarity. While others want a party, they want perspective. This reflective nature is also tied to emotional maturity. People who think deeply tend to examine their lives regularly, not just once a year. For them, a birthday is not a special day of reflection. It is simply another moment to check in with themselves. They do not wait for a date to tell them when to grow. They are already growing every day. Additionally, reflection protects them from disappointment. Many people associate birthdays with expectations. People should remember, people should message, people should care. But reflective individuals do not attach their self-worth to how others behave. Instead of worrying about who shows up, they focus on their own inner journey. This mindset turns what could have been a disappointing experience into a meaningful one. Ultimately, these individuals see their birthday not as a celebration of age, but as a reminder of purpose. They reflect because their heart requires honesty more than noise. They treat the day like any